Oh, where's my other screen?
Hold on just a sec.
Hello, everyone. I'm having a little bit of, hold on, a little bit of technical difficulties. Let me get my screen share rolling properly here. There it goes. It's making it so I couldn't even see what was up with you guys. There we go. So I am Allison Correa. I am the productivity coach here in Southern Oregon. And I just wanted to make sure that we take a minute to introduce ourselves and share if you did some of those success strategies that Mara shared with you yesterday, or if you had any ahas from that. We don't have to take a lot of time on that, but this class can feel a lot like me just reading at you if there isn't a lot of participation. So feel free. Due to the fact that I talk really quickly, I always encourage people, feel free to interrupt. I will not think anything, like I won't think you're rude or anything like that, because sometimes I get rolling and I talk really fast. So if there's something you'd like to share now with the group, as I just admit a few more people, it's a great time if you had any successes from working your sphere yesterday, or if you're feeling inspired or learned something that might help the group. Now's a great time to jump on and share. Are we going to have a quiet group today? Okay, well, I guess we'll just jump on in. Don't know.
Hello. Oh, so I'm not licensed yet. I have a question. I'm licensed in Oregon, but not California. And I'm looking to get my California. But I just have a question about the art house.
Oh, okay. Let's just, what is happening? Sorry, guys, my screen share is being really like kind of crazy on my end. I don't know. Can you guys see the Ignite
Oh,
flyer on your
okay, I
end?
didn't even know that. Okay,
Okay.
Yes.
I was gonna
Yes.
sign up for a class,
Okay,
you know,
perfect.
for the online classes,
Hey,
and he told
Ellen.
me, well, you better call the
Ellen.
Department of Real Estate and ask them about that. So I
Okay.
thought there was something special I needed to know about that. So I guess there's not.
Ah, I can. Okay, perfect. Okay, geez. All over the board. Okay, let's get busy. Spark your career. So today we will begin. I'm so sorry. Every time I click on my screen, it changes my slides for me. We will get started. Okay, here we go. Today we'll begin with the real estate expert of choice. These 4, I'm going to fight with these slides the whole time. I'm so sorry, you guys. I am not sure why it is doing this. There we go. We might have to go slideless, which, you know, is a whole thing. Let me just see. There we go. There we go. Okay. These 4 lessons will set you on your path for success with direction, clarity, and enthusiasm. Today in Spark Your Career, we will get acquainted with KW and Ignite at a high level, and you'll apply the KW culture in the Market Centers culture in the way you engage and interact with others. And we'll be able to tap into all the resources KW has to offer you, create a vision for the future, and set goals. Today won't be a 3-hour class as it says in the information booklets, because since COVID, it's kind of more compact. But like I said, the more participation and the more you guys voice what you're learning out there and help each other, then the funner these classes can be. So feel free to jump in. And then you'll have extra time to work your daily success systems after we get done chatting. So on today's agenda, we are going to instill in all of us a new way of thinking. It's all about if my slides will work. I'm so sorry, you guys. I feel a little stunted right now because they're not cooperating with me. Okay. Now they're just going on their own, guys. I'm trying. I'm so sorry.
Okay, Allison, don't worry.
Okay, I've seen this happen to people, and I've never personally had it happen to me where the slides just don't cooperate. So there we go. Okay, we're on track. Hopefully we stay on track. We are going to commit to self-mastery. Or actually, no, we're not. We are going to go back a little bit further than that. So there we go. So now, one of the quotes we want to look at is anyone can do it, not everyone will you? This quote is from one of Gary Keller and his team's published books. Gary Keller is the co-founder and executive chairman of Keller Williams Realty and one of the most influential people in the real estate world. This quote expresses something that's so true about real estate. Real estate is a wonderful business and one where you can make a lot of money, run your own successful enterprise, and achieve your biggest dreams. And as the quotes say, anyone can do it, not everyone will you? Does anyone want to share some thoughts on this quote? Do most of you, I'm assuming since you're with this company, you know who Gary Keller is. Feel free to share a thought now if you'd like. And I'd like to hope that by the end of Ignite that you'll be lit up with possibilities of what your success looks like and what you will do to achieve it. So this is the participant guide. We would like to know, would you like to know the key to success and abundance? It's the 6 personal perspectives. The 6 personal perspectives are the way successful people who would have come before us think and approach problems and challenges. It's about the mindset of success. These came about from Gary Keller researching successful people in all fields and asking them this question: what is it that differentiates those who achieve at the highest level from those who don't seem to accomplish as much? From the answers he discovered these common perspectives, they work in unison. They do not stand alone, and they work most effectively in the order shown. Embracing and committing to all 6 perspectives will help you achieve success in your life and in your business. Know your goals, know your strengths and weaknesses, know how to work with both your strengths and weaknesses to seek and master necessary knowledge, skills, and habits to reach your goals. So this is one that I like to point out that every real estate agent is an individual business. You'll have certain strengths you'll play into and lean into, and then you'll have areas you want to work on. And the beauty of this career is that you can make it your own and find your niche and where you fit. So the first perspective is that all high achievers share to commit self-mastery. Notice it's to commit mastery. It's not to commit mastery, it's to commit self-mastery. Self-mastery is the possession of great knowledge, skills, and habits that you make the master. You are the master of you. When you commit to achieving self-mastery, you 1, know your goals, 2, know your strengths and weaknesses, and 3, know how to work with your strengths and weaknesses to seek and master the necessary knowledge, skills, and habits to reach your goals. Throughout Ignite, you will be acquiring the skills and developing the habits to be successful, moving you towards self-mastery. Are you committed to self-mastery? I believe you answered this question by being here today and committing to Ignite. We like to talk about the 80-20 principle. 20% of your actions lead to 80% of your results. This is your second perspective. The idea that 20% of your actions lead to 80% of your results may be one of the most powerful principles you can apply to your life. It's about getting the most from your time and effort. It's about maximizing your results. It's about having focus. You will sometimes hear the 20% activities described as the big rocks or the one thing, or your most dollar productive activities. What would you guess is the most dollar productive activity as a real estate agent?
Networking?
Networking or lead generation is a common, way to use that word. But yeah, the most dollar productive activity is lead generation. When you commit to this, you will make more money, you'll have more time with your family, and you'll be organized because this is a business about relationship building. So we want to build those relationships and add to our sphere and our network. The third perspective that top performers recognize and understand is how you move from being E, which is entrepreneurial, to P, purposeful. All of us can attain a certain level of success utilizing our natural abilities, and we can also expect to hit a ceiling at some point. For example, let's say as a kid you got really good at doing cartwheels and flips. You had a natural ability. Did you have the natural ability to just join the circus? Most likely the answer is no. You would need to practice and work with a coach for some time before you could perform. Likewise, we all hit that ceiling of achievement by relying on our natural gifts. And the way we break through those ceilings of achievement is to get purposeful. What does it mean to get purposeful? It means to get focused on the models and systems to organize your tasks in the most efficient and effective endeavor possible. Does anyone have an example of a time that they reached a ceiling and how reached a ceiling of achievement? We're so quiet. I'll just share one for me. Before I was in real estate. Oh, Johanna.
I don't know, sure. For example, if my goal for this year is to sell just 3 houses, for example, okay, that is my top. Okay. If I want to go ahead, okay, I can make some lead generation and some campaigns and extra work and go for, not for just 3 houses, go for 6 or more.
So yeah, that's a great example of setting, you don't want to cap yourself off at 3 houses, right? So if you say 6, and let's say you hit 5 and you feel that's like a great accomplishment, that's like setting that high goal and not setting a ceiling on yourself where you close that 3rd deal and you say, okay, I'm done for the year because that was my goal. It kind of motivates you to keep pushing forward. Another example of hitting a ceiling is a lot of us have had jobs where you become the manager, you become the top person there, and it's kind of as far as you could go. So, we just want to make sure that we have the systems in place and the abilities to break through those ceilings. Many who left a salaried job for a career in business and real estate feel that way. So they break through the ceiling of natural behavior by getting into sales for themselves. So wouldn't you like to achieve success and break through that ceiling? How about living a larger life? Ignite will not only designed to help you start your business, it helps you grow your big business. Ignite will help you move from entrepreneurial to purposeful with mindset, models, systems, and breakthroughs. So Ignite will help you utilize all the systems that exist in Keller Williams by the end of it, and have a good understanding. The fourth perspective is an obvious one, and you're already doing it by being here today, and that is being learning-based. A learning-based individual appreciates learning and their own improvement. They know what they know, and there's always more to know. An individual who does not appreciate learning is what is referred to as an ignorance-based individual. They know what they know and they ignore everything else. Learning-based individuals have made the decision to use effective learning as the foundation piece of their action plan to develop their life. Training and education are a big part of moving forward to attain goals and succeed at a high level. Learning-based individuals commit to the process of acquiring skill-based habits. Ignite is just the start for you as a learning-based individual. You'll learn about many more learning opportunities available for you at Keller Williams. We have another quote for you. I am neither especially clever nor especially gifted. I'm only very curious. So this is a quote from Albert Einstein, who is undoubtedly one of the largest learning-based individuals. So being learning-based means staying in the curiosity and being eager to learn more. For myself, I've been in real estate 10 years, and I still always am taking classes and learning and grasping new concepts just to stay on my toes. I think there's always something to learn. The fifth perspective is removing your limiting beliefs. High achievers remove beliefs that hold them back. What are limiting beliefs? They are thoughts and mindsets that limit you, like the ones on the slide. I don't have time for training. I can't be successful in this market. I can't devote 3 hours a day to lead generation. I don't feel comfortable talking to people about real estate, or the business will come to me naturally and I don't need to lead generate. These are all limiting beliefs. I'm sorry. So we want to transfer that to unlimiting beliefs. In order to successfully develop at a higher level, you must clear your mind of limiting beliefs. Throughout Ignite, you will learn how to combat your limiting beliefs and turn it into action. What limiting beliefs are you having right now as you start your career? So what we would normally do in a room is take a few minutes to jot down your limiting beliefs in your participation guide. If for some reason you don't have a participation guide, I'm going to give you just a few minutes to write down a few limiting beliefs, and then you can write down a way that you would change those into unlimited beliefs. So let's go ahead and take maybe 3 minutes. And as you write down a limiting belief, if you want to share that with the group, we can kind of talk through how you can change the wording on that to go into that unlimiting realm if you're comfortable. If not, we'll just move on in a couple minutes. Does anyone have a limiting belief that they have changed into an unlimited belief and want to share with the class? Share with the group? And if not, that's okay. We'll just move on. Quiet group, folks. So number 6 is being accountable. The sixth and last perspective is being accountable. What does that mean to you? Accountability is the first and foremost an attitude and approach to your entire life. An accountable person says everything in my life is a result of my choices and actions, and I own my life. A person who's accountable in their 20% says, I own my life and certain areas, and I want to continually improve my results. I will be purposeful and I will be learning based to continue improving. Ignite will provide you with tools to develop and cultivate your accountability successfully. So, what are some ways you can be accountable right now? So part of why we do the opening where you can share your success systems, you can share if you're having a hard time, if you're having successes, what you're doing in that area is a chance to be accountable. So when one of the teachers or when the person doing the intro is asking that question, it is your chance to kind of hold yourself accountable and share with the group. You can reach the highest level of achievement in business and life by adapting these 6 personal perspectives. It took me a long time to figure out like a way to be comfortable with the word accountability, because my personality type is like, I work for me, you know, I hold my standard, I do things myself. And finding an accountability partner, whether it's your productivity coach in your area or just another agent to check in to make sure you're doing that lead generation, to make sure you're actively building your career, can be so helpful and kind of change that accountability word from kind of a negative word to like something you look forward to. Like, I can't wait to share with my accountability partner that I just achieved this. So happiness is not an individual sport. Your business success is not an individual sport. As Gary Keller learned, no one succeeds alone. This quote comes from Sean Aker, who pioneered the research that reveals happy humans are more productive, creative, better at problem solving, and even healthier and less stress. Would you agree that these outcomes lead to better business success? I think so. I think if I'm happier, I'm definitely, work doesn't feel as heavy. Embrace being accountable and utilize those coaches, mentors, or partners to help you. Does anybody have an aha they want to share from that section? You'll notice throughout Ignite, we share ahas because they're powerful and meaningful insights, and they come from reflection on experiences we all have. Anybody have an aha for the group? Just
I
keep
think
it
it's
rolling.
easy for us. I think it's easy for us to kind of lie to ourselves, you know, like say making excuses in our head why we didn't get something done, but it's harder to lie to another person. So an accountability person is pretty important.
That is very true. That is really true. And that's the struggle when you own your own business, because it's like, oh, I could lead generate, or I could put a load of laundry on, or I could go to the office, or I could go to coffee with a friend, and you just have to kind of find that balance. So yeah, it's easy to not look in the mirror if you don't want to look in the mirror, but an accountability partner will help you with that. Thank you, Stacy. So when we share our goals out loud, then it kind of makes them more real too. It's important to understand that your success in this business is not all about getting paid for helping people buy or sell a house. It's about your mindset, your beliefs, and your commitment to be the best that you can be. To learn more about the 6 personal perspectives, we do have videos on KW Online. So when you go into Command, that Connect section that's right next to your homepage has a bunch of education videos, and you can type in really any subject. If you typed in 6 personal perspectives, any video or education tied to that will come up. So if you want to go on a deeper dive into that, feel free to do that. So Keller Williams is big on mindset. KW is also big on models and systems based on proven success strategies that those who found success before. Our job is to take advantage of this collective wisdom so we can be highly successful as well and make a chosen career for life. So I'm going to share a little bit about the KW culture with you and what we have that kind of feeds into that. There's an entire page devoted to culture on Connect, which is also where that education is, of resources that are available to you. In fact, culture is the #1 reason people stay at Keller Williams. Today, we'll focus on a few of the elements of our culture: Red Day, KW Cares, and KW Kids Can. So the MVVB stands for Mission, Vision, Values, Beliefs, and Perspectives. Today we'll take a look at the mission and beliefs of KW. So the mission at KW is to build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, and legacies worth leaving. Ignite focuses on helping you build all of that out. By the end of Ignite, we'll revisit the mission statement and explore your thoughts on the life worth living, experiences worth giving, and legacies worth leaving. Because as you go through Ignite, it will help you pinpoint your goals and how that ties into the mission of Keller Williams. This is I always mess this up when I try to do the WI4C2Ts, like I always say it wrong. So we'll just jump right into it. It's win-win or no deal. Integrity, do the right thing. Customers always come first. Commitment in all things. Communication, seek first to understand. Creativity, ideas before results. Teamwork, together everyone achieves more. Trust starts with honesty. Equity, opportunities for all. Success results through people. So let's discuss E for equity for a minute. Passed in 1968, the Fair Housing Act made it illegal to discriminate concerning the sale, rental, and financing of housing based on religion, race, national origin, color, gender identity, and sexual orientation. This law was expanded to prohibit discrimination based on disability or family status in 1988. The National Association of Realtors reminded us that we are the stewards of the right of all to own. Use and transfer property, that we must protect the free market that depends on equal opportunity. We must all hold ourselves responsible for protecting our housing rights in our country, in addition to being open to diverse clients and their needs and goods in this business. Throughout Ignite, we'll present more about how equity, diversity, and inclusion can benefit your business, learn from KW classes, the color of real estate, unconscious bias, and agent distinction. Learn more about these also in that Connect tab to take a little deeper dive into that if that's something that interests you. These are more cultures represented in the KW organization. So Red Day is a day that every year in May, all of our offices participate in an event to help the community. So last year, a few of the offices did pairing with the animal shelters, and we had adoption days. We've painted schools, we've cleaned parks. Your office will probably have an opportunity to comment and decide what you want to give to on that day in May, but it's company-wide. So Red Day is a great day where we give back. KW Cares is dedicated to serving associates and their qualifying family members experiencing hardship as a result of a sudden emergency. So when there were the fires in Hawaii, KW Cares jumped in. There are families that just have life stuff that happens, and there is a grant that can help assist that. We also do a lot of fundraising for KW Cares because it's such an important project. So it's good to get in touch with your office and see what you can do to either help with that, or if you have a hardship yourself, see how you qualify for those programs. And then KW Kids Can is dedicated to empowering young adults to unlock their greatest potential. So you can get involved with these cultural organizations or donate to them, whatever you feel you have the capacity to do, but it's a great way to give back. There's another space here for ahas. Feel free to throw something out if you want to, or if you have any questions so far. Okay, so in this next section, we are going to talk about Keller Williams as a global company and a local market center, how that provides your value to your clients. Since 1983, Keller Williams has cultivated an agent-centric, technology-driven, and education-based culture that rewards agents as stakeholders. Keller Williams is the largest global real estate franchise by agent count and has more than 1,100 offices and 200,000 associates. KW is also #1 in units and sales volume in the United States, and at the forefront of technology, training, and culture. KWX is the holding company of Keller Williams and is composed of Keller Williams Mortgage, Keller Williams Worldwide, Keller Offers, and Keller Home Financial Services. All of these are designed to serve you, your agents, the agents and your clients. So these are all services. We're doing a really good job in our network with our XBN network right now of bringing on Envoy and bringing on power partners so that when your clients come to you, you can recommend a great lender you trust. You can recommend a great home warranty company. You can find an insurance person. You want to make sure that all these pieces are involved in your network so that you're kind of the one-stop shop for your clients when they need information to make the biggest purchase of their lifetime a lot of the time. So we are top franchise for veterans. This is from 2021. Top female-friendly company. Top 500 franchises in 2022. World's best employers in 2021 also. America's best customer experience 2022. America's best employers for women and new grads, and best employers for diversity. And the XBN network is also, they win top workplace in Oregon. They've won it the last 5 years. So it's a really great brokerage to be a part of. So do those statistics speak to anyone, or do those seem like something you could share with your clients to add a little power instead of saying, you know, like, I'm a new agent? You can say, I'm a part of this great network and here are some achievements we have. You know, it's a great way to lean on Keller Williams as you're coming in and provide that confidence with your clients. So training and coaching. Keller Williams is known for its stellar coaching and training, having earned top awards from training magazines over 4 years to enter the exclusive Hall of Fame. KW recognizes the importance and value of trainings like Ignite courses and coaching programs like Bold that many agents take twice a year. You may access content on both Connect and Connect Live, our video library, that's accessible to all of you in your Command app. There are classes like Ignite offered from your market centers. We do them on Zoom now. Hopefully one day we'll be doing these in person again. So it's a little easier to chat and like talk in person, I think. And then we'll do the 2 big events that come around, our family reunion and mega camp. If you can get to those are so great because it's where just thousands of agents come together and really learn and network with each other. You get a great referral network out of it. So if it's something you can't do this year, I would definitely think of that being a goal to 1 year go to family reunion or mega camp, or both if you can. So our KW Value Technology, hopefully by now you've all had some tech training. We have Command, which is our CRM included in our office fees. And this program is basically the agent brain. If you utilize this correctly, it will make your job a lot easier. This CRM houses all your contacts. You can set your goals in it. It will really break it down to how many calls you need to make a day. You can put your clients on smart plans. It's basically a personal assistant. So KW believes that technology exists to simplify your everyday life, making room for what truly matters and giving you the freedom to be more human and more present in your relationships. So as home and business increasingly coexist, the virtual life weaves itself into reality. KW Technology provides you with the right tools, the tech resources to help you maintain your business at the highest level. Command is the homepage for your agent business. So it's the database, the goal tracker, the task manager, the marketing suite. So we have a little marketing thing where you can create flyers, social media posts, emails, all of that, and your referral network to connect to other agents. So if you come from another state, if you have friends and family all over the country, you can find agents in those areas through Command and connect with them so that you then have them already set up for when somebody needs a referral to an agent. And then you're making money by referring your friends to somebody you've already set a relationship with and trust to take care of your people. When you're going into the referral part of Command, you're able to read a little bio on the agent. You can see how many deals they did. I mean, it can go as far as to be like, are they a dog lover? You can really get to know people and choose your referral network, and also like invite them to get to know you. The Command app is your pocket interface to your desktop version of Command. This app will remind you of things you need to do while storing all of your contacts and allowing you to take notes about your conversations. In addition, agents have full access to client data and can track their contacts and leads in real time. Agents also have the ability to text contacts directly through the app. You'll have the opportunity to download and use the Command app once you're in Command. This app is for your consumers and you. This is the consumer-facing counterpart to your Command. Your contacts can search neighborhoods and zip codes, and then it'll keep track of showings, communication with clients, and know when clients start or stop their search. It can help you with buying, selling, and facilitating an entire transaction all through your personally branded KW app. So you'll walk through the whole process to downloading and branding your KW app in day 3 of Ignite, just FYI. So if you want to download that on your phone and kind of be ready to go on there, then you'll be able to kind of step-by-step do it. Any feature of KW technology is another feature of it is the partnership with DocuSign. And DocuSign is where we get those digital signatures. You can pair it with zip forms or SkySlope, and that houses your forms, and then DocuSign, you sign them. And you get a free DocuSign and zip forms account in Oregon. So go ahead and hop on there and try to set those up too. That way you're ready when it's time to write a deal.
Alexandra,
So yeah,
question
yes.
about KW app. You say we can share the app with our clients, right?
Yes.
How is
So
that made?
if you haven't put the app already on your phone, once you have it and it's downloaded, your picture is in the top left corner. You'll just click on your photo and it'll drop down and it'll say My Business Card. There is a QR code there that they can scan, or it says right under the QR code share, and you hit that share button and you'll text it to your number, to the number you want to share it to.
Got it. Thank you.
Not a problem. So where are we here? This is just our mission value statement. We want to be, I got half my square in the way. Our vision is to be a network of brokerages home to the most productive and profitable business owners. We want your business to be as successful as you want it to be. So whether that is 3 deals or 30 deals or 300 deals, we have a system to support you. So we want to make sure that you have the tools you need to build the business that you want. Our values are giving, relationships, opportunity, wealth, thanks, and humility. So we are now in the process of updating these slides. We are getting some new ALC members, and the ALC is the Advanced Leadership Council. Here, it's really at each of the offices. So Eugene has one, Medford has one, Sunset Corridor has one. The Advanced Leadership Council are agents that are in the top 20%, and those agents meet monthly to discuss agent needs. They vote on important topics in regards to how the offices are run, because here at Keller Williams, we want the agents to be the voice. We want to be led by the needs of the agents so that the agents find success in our buildings. So if you are interested in being on a committee with the ALC, go ahead and reach out to your team leader in your area and say, hey, I'd like to be on a committee. And then if you're really rocking and rolling in your first couple of years and you get to that top 20% of production, they then send out invites to be on the actual leadership council. But if you're like, I'm not quite there yet, but I want to participate, there are lots of committees that you can be involved with growth, productivity, or culture. So reach out to your team leaders if that's an interest of yours. And then another thing I want to talk about is profit share. Another of KW's values is profit share and growth share. You heard about profit share when you joined and you chose your sponsor. When you choose that sponsor, you automatically become a part of a profit share system, and you made your sponsor eligible for Market Center's profit. So what exactly is profit share? It's completely, entirely, wholly, and absolutely passive income. What is passive income? It's money you receive without doing anything to actively earn it. That's pretty cool. Keller Williams designed a system for you to share in the profits of the company like an owner would, without any personal risks or investing in capital. This means there's no financial risk, no legal risk, no down payment, and no phone calls. And who can benefit from that? You, your family, and your heirs. Yes, you can pass that income on to your heirs. Your market center and the people you influence to join Keller Williams by helping the market center grow and by helping other real estate agents benefit from all the value KW provides. Keller Williams Associates and leadership as a whole. There's also growth share, which allows you to help grow companies outside of the United States. So Canada, Mexico, anywhere like that. So profit share is when you come on under a sponsor. So say I was your sponsor, so you sign on and then you start selling, then you are then then I am now eligible for the profit share tree. And then you bring on a friend who just got licensed or an agent you come into contact with that really is needing more support and education. You can grow your profit share tree underneath you. So then when they start selling property, you're getting a piece of the pie also. There are agents who have built amazing profit share networks with a lot of people in their downline. So if you're a person that's interested in helping other people find the resources Keller Williams has, or people deciding to get their real estate license through with the support of the productivity coaching program, and you've brought them on, just ask them to name you as their sponsor, and then you'll start building out that profit share downline for yourselves. This is something unique to Keller Williams, and I always like to point out because who doesn't want passive income, right? Does anyone have any questions or ahas for me? Okay, we'll keep it rolling. So in this next section, we're going to explore the many more resources that KW has to offer. The goal of Keller Williams is to keep you, the agent, at the center of the home buying and owning experience. Keller Williams has been joined by KW Worldwide, Keller Mortgage, Keller Covered, and Keller Offers to make sure that you are the center of the home buying experience and the center of the entire life of the homeowner's experience. When we bring up these companies, especially Keller Mortgage, it's important that we follow the RESPA, Real Estate Settlement Procedures Acts and Guidelines. Pursuant to RESPA, Keller Williams agents and associates must provide an ABA disclosure to the consumer at or before any referral is made to Keller Mortgage. So if you're referring anyone to Keller Mortgage or you're referring anyone to any Keller linked, XBN linked company, you just want to make sure that they're aware that you have a relationship. So if you'd most likely be referring to Envoy, you just want to say, hey, Envoy's our power partner. And I always suggest 2 or 3 lenders. That way they really have the ability to pick. Because you want to provide the options because not everyone fits into, one lender's categories. So when it says to they want to make you the center of the homeowner's needs, it's really good to know a painter, to know a contractor, to know a plumber. And that way, when your agents have household things or your clients have household things come up, they are quick to pick up the phone and say, hey, do you know anyone? And you're able to be a resource for them. Because the more you're front of mind for them, the more you're going to get the call when their friend, neighbor, daughter, whoever needs an agent. Because you're already front of mind because you help them all the time with just household life. These are our KW communities. So Keller Williams strives to meet the needs of all associates, including those who solely specialize in a niche of real estate. There are agents who chose to only help clients with commercial needs, such as office building, retail space, multi-unit apartments, hotels, and other agents are finding great success catering to clients in sports or entertainment fields. KW provides communities for these specialties along with targeted services and marketing. Agents who become members of one or more of these communities may be offered additional resources such as marketing materials designed specifically for them. So if you're somebody who's interested in one of these communities, this is another thing you can find in KW, then go ahead and get on the link and sign up with them and start introducing yourself to other people in those communities. So if you're a veteran and you want to be in military, look into that and connect. Luxury, a lot of people like to get into luxury or commercial. Just find your niche in there and make sure you are connecting with other agents who are in that same niche so you guys can refer back and forth in different areas. Any questions? Moving right along. So now you've come to the fun part. After being introduced to all your Keller Williams has to offer, it's time to focus on you, your goals, and your dreams. So things to think about. If you were sitting in the room, we'd probably have a more open discussion about what drew you to this career, what excites you about this career, and what do you intend to achieve for yourself and your family. So if you think about all those things and visualize where you want to be 1 year from now, let's imagine it's 1 year from today. Write the date in your participation guide. This is what happened over the last 12 months as you look back and reflect. Your business is thriving and your life is everything you dreamed of. Your customers rave about the experience and value you provide and think of you when they have a real estate need. Your family and friends are so proud of your success and consistently referring business your way. You are helping others live their dream of owning a home because you are focused on helping them get what they desire. You're building the foundation and momentum of your entire career and gaining relationships and experiences and the income you desire. You are the top agent in your market center or rookie of the year if you're new. You're poised to hire a part-time assistant to handle that 80% while you take care of that 20% that grows your business. You are on the path to, and there's a space there where you can write some goals. Anything you visualize for yourself in the next year, go ahead and jot that down. On the next page, we are going to expand that thinking a little bit beyond a year. For example, what are you doing for the people that you care about, charities you support, and how would you like to make the lives of yourself and everyone around you better? So for this activity, we're going to take a few minutes, and don't limit yourself on this. Whatever your goals look like, you can fill them out, whether it's, I want to send 2 kids to college, I want to get out of debt, I want to pay off my house. Go ahead and take a few minutes to fill in those outside boxes first. And if you're living your ideal life and you're donating to charities you want to donate and you're taking care of the things you want to take care of, put numbers in each of those boxes. And then we want to put the grand total in the middle there. And it'll be a good way of goal setting how many houses you're going to want to sell, what that income is going to look like for you. So just take a minute and think about your big life and don't limit that. I'm just going to let you guys do that for a couple minutes and then we'll get moving again. So it's really important to establish a mindset of caring and gratitude along with your goals at the beginning of this journey for your future. Because even jobs you love have moments that you'll struggle to find motivation. During Ignite, you'll learn a lot about the ins and outs of how to find and keep business. You'll learn everything you need to do to get a deal to the closing table. The more connected you are with what you want to do with your success, the more you'll find success. So that's why this exercise is so important, because when you have those days where maybe you're not itching to get on the phone and do lead generation or go door knock a neighborhood or do an open house, you will then remember the big goal and the big why and all the people or even yourself that you can help by having this dollar amount that you've created in your mind that is your big life. To achieve success, you need motivation and inspiration for doing it, which is your big why. As you go through Ignite, look for ways you're limiting your own success and remove those barriers you're putting in your own way. Be especially aware of those limiting beliefs that can creep in if you're not careful. Connect to your goals, push through, and achieve your goals. At KW, we believe in thinking big. We never limit ourselves by thinking average or anything less than big. Everyone has a big why. Your big why is why you are passionate about, and along with your mindset, what you're passionate about, and along with your mindset and attitude, it's what drives you. What stirs your soul? Think beyond your business. What really drives you? Is it money, freedom, providing for your family, college tuition for your children, building a legacy for your future, or supporting a charity? Really think about what that means to you. Now take a moment to write down in your participation guide what your big why is. The answer to the answer to those questions will become your big why. Anyone can achieve the goals set in this course, but not everyone will. The journey requires discipline and a commitment to follow models, systems, and a schedule every day. It requires passion towards something bigger than the task at hand and get to your big why. First, have a big why built around your passion, then follow the models you'll learn in this course and keep doing it and you achieve big success. Once you have a strong enough big why, the how doesn't matter anymore. To achieve success, you need motivation, inspiration for doing it, your big why, and to fuel that big why, it will take money and an income goal. So my big why for since the day I learned about a big why and wrote it down is debt-free equals freedom. And that has stuck with me on days where I am very frustrated and I'm like, debt-free equals freedom, debt-free equals freedom. So it's important to really get to know your big why. And if this time is not enough for you to dive deep into that, take some time today when you're doing your success systems to really go over that with yourself, because that will be your driving force. So speaking of money, where your commission dollars go. In that last activity, you estimated how much you'd like to earn to pay for things that are most important to you. First, let's get real about how commissions work. Many new agents get their first check for the first closing and pocket it all. It's an exciting amount of money and then get in trouble down the line. Let's talk about where the money goes and how much will actually be going toward your goal. These numbers are very general and are only meant as an example. Actual amounts will vary, especially if you're on a team. So this first amount is the total commission split that's typically 50 between the buyer's agent and 50 between the listing agent. Again, as we've all learned this past year, this is a negotiable thing, but this is just an example. After that, we have about a third that goes to the market center to cover company dollar, franchise royalty, and fees. After that, the market center, roughly another third, goes back into your business to cover your marketing, operating expenses, signs, car, phone, and anything else you need to conduct business and grow your business. Then we have enough, or we cut off enough to pay our taxes, right? Always pay your taxes. And then you get your share. So here's kind of a breakdown of what that looks like. So if you wanted to make $100,000, you got $30,000 in the franchise fee and royalty cap, or the company dollar and royalty cap. We get $50,000 in business expenses. You want $180,000 in gross commission income, with your average commission being $9,000. So that would make your goal 20 transactions. So how many houses must you help buy or sell in the next month or next year to reach your net income goal? So you can walk through this example here, and then you can put your own numbers in here too and play with it a little bit, but it's a great way to get to how many transactions you need. And from that, you can figure out how many phone calls you need to make, how many relationships do you need to build, and how many families are you going to be able to help. and there's a blank slide here. So you could really do this now. It's sometimes a little easier when we're all in the same room, but if you wanted to take some time to write in your goal, the royalty cap, the total gross commission, your average commission, and your annual transaction goals, feel free to do that. I think you have a page in your book there, or you can do it after class too, but there is the option to figure that out for yourself. Does anyone have any questions?
What is the average of the commission? 2.5?
So the average commission, yeah, like I legally can't say what other people are charging, but if it's chickens, it's at, normally 2.5 chickens. So, I just kind of figured out that way, like if I call around to 6 listings in this area, what are they gonna say the commission is? And that helps you kind of figure it out. But yeah, so.
In the average of the property, it depends of the location, right?
Right. So if you're selling mostly in Eugene, you can look at the average of properties, or if you're going to be in a specific area of Eugene or Portland or wherever you're at, you can look at the average sale price in that area.
Thank you.
No problem. So every day after Ignite, we're hopefully doing our daily success systems. So that'll be your time to have 10 conversations. You will want to add 10 contacts to your database. You'll want to do 10 handwritten notes. And you'll want to do a social media engagement or an enrichment. So I always like to just touch on these before I let you go. The daily success systems are really, really important because that is your lead generation time. So if you are like, who am I going to call? The first thing you do is take out your phone and start talking to your sphere, giving them a call. Hey, just a reminder, I'm a real estate agent. I'm always here to help. Do you know anyone that's going to need to buy or sell in 2025? It's a great time of year to do this because it's a new year. So you can just say, hey, who do you know that is buying or selling in 2025? I'd love to connect with them. A handwritten note, you can mail your business card with a little note that says, Happy New Year. Just a reminder, I'm here for you and your real estate needs in 2025. Contacts added. It could be as simple as someone you met at the coffee stand, someone you met in the grocery store. I always, when I really need some contacts and I just don't know what to do, I pull onto a car lot. You'll have some salesmen come right up to you, and then you can start the discussion of, oh yeah, I'm in real estate. And then you maybe get a referral partner, somebody's buying a car and they mention buying a house, like give them my card. And if I hear someone buying a car, I'll give them your card. You can start connecting and building those relationships too. So the success systems you went over yesterday and that you're supposed to be having time for daily are super important to building your sphere out. And then make sure you get those contacts into command with notes about what you talked about that day. And if someone says, oh, not yet, but I'm thinking about it in a couple months, put a reminder in your phone or in command that you need to touch base with them in 30 to 60 days. And we always want to make sure that we are using the do not call registry. If you are calling a list of people that you don't know personally, you want to make sure to check the TCPA website with their phone number to make sure that they're not registered on the do not call list. Our E&O insurance cannot protect you if you get sued by somebody that is on the Telephone Consumer Protection Act. So they have a website that has a place where you can check the phone numbers. So I always just recommend going straight to them and checking your list before you call it. And that way you don't get in these sticky situations there. So the daily success systems require that we just talk to people every day. It's important to know what to say and will help guide you through that in Ignite. You'll have conversations of care and gratitude. You'll check in with people, offer value and assistance. And notice I didn't say you're calling to ask if they need to buy or sell. No, because there's a better way to gain confidence and stay in touch with people when they think of real estate and think of you. Explain why it's important to understand the power of words it's important to understand the power of the words we use and the importance of practicing conversations every day. Just as a doctor learns anatomy before working with patients, agents must prepare to have meaningful conversations with clients. Using purposeful language And when you get to the end, an appointment and a closed transaction. Knowing and practicing what to say helps you communicate your value and provide value to the lead or client. Proper conversations include powerful questions and help you uncover motivation and identify any objections so you can address them up front. Practice conversations allow you to have a thought-out response and deliver a powerful message in a way that consumers will understand and be able to utilize. Practicing allows you to ask questions in a way that you'll be able to share information and that you can serve them. Practice and internalization helps you gain confidence. So with these practice conversations, there are script practices every morning, I believe at 8:30, 8:45. They're on your calendar that comes to your email. And it's called Daily Dialogue, and I highly suggest just jumping on there and participating and listening to help get to know some of the dialogue. So you can say things like, have you found everything you were looking for? Go ahead, these are conversations of like in a store. Go ahead and look around and let me know if I can help you. Or I see you admiring that big screen TV. Are you looking to get one for the big game this weekend? In Ignite, we'll be having those conversations with people we know and have an implicit relationship to remain in contact with. We call those people our sphere or our SOI or our sphere of influence. Your sphere of influence are people you've met and they know you, trust you, and respect you. They are most likely to help you also. After all, people like to do business with those they know, trust, and respect. The contacts in your phone are a great place to start looking at your sphere. Your sphere of influence is more than just friends and family. According to the National Association of Realtors, which we refer to as NAR, 66% of sellers and 41% of buyers found their agent through a friend, neighbor, or relative, or used an agent they had worked with before. It costs nothing to call people you already know. It requires fewer contacts and less effort to ask them for business or to refer friends and family. So who do you know that is going through a life event or might need to make a move? Who does not yet know that you're a real estate agent? Who have you not spoken to in the last 2 weeks? Those would make a great start-off list for your success systems. The graph depicts when people are likely to move, which NAR has found that the average person moves every 7 to 10 years. The peaks are the moment a person moves. As soon as they purchase, the likelihood of a move falls into a trough. And over time, the likelihood of a move builds back up again. Your job is to have a relationship throughout their home ownership. So you're top of mind when they're beginning to consider another move, or they know someone else who's in a real estate need. If you don't talk to them for 8 years after a deal, why would they call you first when they're ready to move? How would you feel if your friends only called you when they wanted something from you? Would you feel like they cared about you? Do you trust people that you think care about your money more than you? Do you want to talk to them and do business with them? No, of course not. This is why we stay in contact with people consistently over time. When you continually offer value, they'll be the ones that reach out when they're ready to make a move. Who do they know that's recently moved? Who might be thinking of moving sooner? And who is somewhere in the middle? When you call people, you have the ability to use the Ford system. So this method is able to create several conversations so you'll be able to talk about family, occupation, recreation, and dreams. So for example, you just say, how's your family doing? I just heard you had a baby. Are you still working at the ABC company? How are you enjoying that? Any changes in the work? Did you ever get that boat you talked about? So you're not renting one all the time? Are you still thinking of retiring to the mountains one day? So another great feature of Command is there is a note section under each contact. So you can ask questions similar to these and note their answers. So if they had just had a baby, you put that in your notes. And then when you call in 6 months, you'll say, oh, the baby's about 6 months old, right? Or, oh, is it almost time for the baby's first birthday? You get to go back to your last conversation and look at the notes and then come to them remembering what they told you. So that's, I would go through that and run through that and practice that as much as you can, just family, occupation, recreation, and dreams. Does anyone have any questions for me? Okay, we're gonna keep it rolling. Each day in Ignite, you grow in how you think, feel, act, and implement what you've learned. From learning and ahas, you move toward achievement of your big life. And that's what we're here for, to achieve our big goals. Taking the time to reflect on what you learned is important in building your confidence and celebrating your growth. We'll do an activity. Well, we're not going to do an activity because we're not in person. But so for now, you will do your daily success time, and then we'll work in our business together while supporting one another tomorrow. So you'll want to prepare a call list, and you'll want to go through that call list. Hopefully you prepared your call list for today, yesterday, but if you didn't, just start one. And then you will do 30 minutes calling your database, and then 30 minutes adding those names to your pipeline. So hopefully you'll be able to do your success systems. And while you go through this, if you have a great moment, or you found a lead, or you got an open house, or you did something exciting, please feel free to come tomorrow and share that with the group. As we wrap up today's learning lessons, we will just kind of do a quick review. We did the 6 personal perspectives. We did our KW culture. We did our KW value, our resources and specialties, and a little bit of career visioning. I highly encourage you guys to sit down and really expand on that and get a clear vision of what a year from now looks like for you and what that vision looks like from you, and really connect it to your goals. And if you have any questions, sometimes they don't always come to you in class, just go ahead and shoot your productivity coach an email. And does anyone have any questions or ahas from today that they'd like to share before we go? You're all good? Okay, well, I'm going to let you go. I apologize again about the slides at the very beginning. I'm glad we got that sorted out. And we will talk soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.